Hello and welcome to Vox Markets. Today I'm joined by Paul Haywood, CEO of Block Energy. How are you today, Paul?
I'm very well, thanks, Zach. Thanks for having me.
Right, we know that you've got Schlumberger working with you, or they're part of the Block Energy experience. You've now also got Baker Hughes, so there's nobody else left really in the big players in the field.
That's right, Zach. We've got Schlumberger, of course, are a major stakeholder on a fully diluted basis, albeit the partnership with Baker Hughes being formed is more focused towards their active involvement in the exploitation and development of our current asset base, which, of course, following the Schlumberger transaction is, there's a lot to play for. I think most notably, the Baker Hughes partnership enables us to accelerate what was our previous development plans, focused around tapping the remaining oil potential throughout the recently acquired Schlumberger assets. So there's a real step change in technical and operational bench strength there. So we're very happy with that relationship, and I believe the feeling's mutual.
And I presume that Baker Hughes didn't just turn up to sort of your local petrol station. They're looking for significant assets, and that's probably why the relationship is underway.
You're right, Zach. I mean, it's a bit of a to use the cheesy phrase, it's a match made in heaven. Baker are one of the biggest service providers here in the Caspian region. They've had great exposure to Georgia over the past 6-7 years, both in understanding and putting together plans focused around exploiting mature field potential, whilst also looking at additional sustainable energy solutions that may well be available to the country, one of which being geothermal. We believe, after a first stage scoping study on geothermal potential throughout our Block 11B, that there's significant potential actually. So I think the relationship with Baker is great from many different perspectives, but most notably, we've already realized an immediate impact on operations with their involvement in planning, and now, of course, the execution, which is soon to be coming up, of our next well in the West Rustavi field. We've received Baker Hughes well assurance on this upcoming well. We'll be using their next generation directional drilling tools, which will A, save us time, B, reduce risks, and C, give us a better understanding on the reservoir characteristics of the Middle Eocene, which of course is the primary reservoir that we're chasing throughout our short-term development plans. So there are many great things to talk about with regards to that relationship, and I expect our followers to learn more about that partnership as we move forward.
It's quite interesting. The share price of Block has been around averaging around 3 pence over the last year. You've had the oil price going through the roof in that time, $70 a barrel, etc. Do you think that the Baker Hughes intervention, let's say, should shine a positive light on your company going forward?
I would think so, and the reason I say that, Zach, is that, of course, needless to say, it's been a pretty challenging year and a half or so for our industry, or for the world in general, of course. Albeit, I think the transaction with Schlumberger was, of course, transformational for the company. It's increased our reserve base by 60 times, land holding by a factor of 40 times. And I think, there's quite possibly the market we're looking at little old Block Energy, or little young Block Energy, thinking, well, how are these guys going to get after this? Because it's a world-class asset that they've now got in the portfolio, but there's a small, nimble team that have typically done things on a somewhat low-cost basis. And the partnership with Baker answers that question. We now have all the resources we require to take a measured, targeted approach on what we do next with regards to our development plans, and we've got the right partner to exploit that opportunity. So, I'd like to see, I'd like to believe that there's some upside from here, that's for sure, and look forward to breaking through the 3 and 4p levels.
Yeah, so it's like validation from two major players in the industry, really. I mean,
yes, exactly.
I mean, it's also probably the case that in the London market, investors are almost spoiled for choice in terms of what oil and gas plays to look at, and so you've got to differentiate yourself in some way.
Absolutely, and that's by building confidence in what you're doing, of course, and staying busy. And we're just about to enter drilling of our first new well off of recently acquired 3D seismic, alongside a partner that is one of the best in the business. So I'd like to think that will create a little bit of attention in the marketplace relative to our peers.
Right. So by the end of the year, you should be, fairly well along the line in terms of the latest developments.
Absolutely. 2 to 3 wells down by the end of the year, Zach, is the current plan. We've got production targets that have been made very vocal as part of our Q1 updates. And hopefully, all things being well, the broader partnership with Baker forged and development plan and fully articulated to our followers.
Paul Haywood, CEO at Block Energy, thank you very much indeed.
Zach, thanks for your time. Thank you.